What is up guys, my name is Cost and welcome back to another cool audio tutorial where I'm gonna show you how to do this.
Where are we? What the hell is going on?
So without spending too much time on the introduction, we're gonna get right into the tutorial. So to get started, you're gonna need three things: a carrier, a voice, and a vocoder. In this case, I've used FL Studio's built-in plugin Citrus for the synthesizer, my voice, and Vocodex as a vocoder. So you want to start off by dragging your plugin into the plugin picker. In this case, I use a preset called Panner, which can be found under Presets, Generators, Citrus, and Vocoder Carriers. All these presets are great to use with Vocodex. But don't worry too much about what plugin to pick for now, because it virtually works with any plugin or preset. So once you found a plugin, you want to right click on that plugin and click Piano Roll. This is where you're going to need to lay down your chords. The ones I use for this tutorial are from Imogen Heap's Hide and Seek, and this is what it sounds like when not routed through Vocodex. So as you can tell, it's nothing too special. So once we got our chords down, we're going to want to focus on recording our voice. I've created some tutorials in the past called the mixing and mastering tutorial to give you some tips on that too. So here's what the vocals sound like without being connected to Vocodex. Where are we? What the hell? Once you got your synth and your vocals recorded, you can route them through to the mixer. I've color coded it for you to make it a little bit easier. So I'm gonna left click on Panner, which is my synthesizer, and route it through to the carrier track. Then I'm gonna double click on my vocals and route them through to the voice track. Now once you got that set up in the mixer, it should look something like this. I know that the levels are off right now, but I'm not gonna worry about that too much. Now once you got that set up, this is where it starts to get a little bit tricky. You're gonna wanna click on your carrier or synth track so that the orange arrow pointing down is highlighted for that track. Now right click on the up arrow of the gray box of your vocoder channel. Then select route to this track only. What this basically means is before the carrier will hit the master track, it's gonna have to go through this track. So the sound coming out of my speakers will go from carrier to vocoder to master, in that order. Now I wanna do the same thing for the voice track. Left click on the voice track so that the orange arrow is pointing down. Right click on the box right here and select route to this track only. When you play the song off again, it should look like this. If you should make a mistake with the routing at any time, you can select the track that you've made a mistake with, select the gray box in the master channel, and select route to this track only. That will route that selected channel back to the master channel without having to go through a third party. But for now, I'm going to keep it routed to my vocoder track. Once my carrier and my voice are both routed to the vocoder track, I'm going to load the plugin Vocodex into the vocoder track. Now when Vocodex pops open and you hit play, it should look and sound like this. Now we're going to go back, hit the small down arrow here, select presets and go to default. The two things that we're going to want to focus on now is the mod and the car. Mod is basically just my voice and the car is my carrier. Now for the voice, I'm going to select the channel in the mixer that I routed my voice to. In this case, it's channel 2. For the carrier, I'm going to select the channel that I routed my synth to. In this case, it's track number 1. And when you hit play now, you should have something that sounds like this.
Where are we? What the hell is going on?
I usually turn up the SG slider to about 3/4 of the way, the noise to about half, because that's going to help my sound be a little bit clearer.
Where are we?
And now we can also turn up the carrier just a little bit to make the sound a little bit fuller.
Where are we?
The other thing that you're going to definitely want to mess around with is this knob right here. Basically what it does, it just widens the band to give you a fuller sound.
Where are we? What the hell is going on?
So like always, if you have any questions, leave a comment in the comment box below. Don't forget to like and share the video, and don't forget to click the subscribe button to keep updated with the new videos that I post. Leaving on that note, I hope that you guys could learn something new, and don't forget the most important thing, have fun. Click it, go back into the pattern, and change little things about it. I'm just gonna take away some of the hi-hats and maybe add another kick over here. So with a unique pattern.